Hey YouTube, KiraMoto56 here, bringing you guys a little video about my opinion on the September 1st, 2010 Banlist. So, without further ado, let's start. The very first card on the Banlist that has been added, Substitute. Apparently frogs are a major problem in the game. I personally haven't had any experience against frogs or have used the frog deck at all. But if one of their key cards went from unlimited to banned, must be really major. So it's going to change a lot of frog decks and frog variants as well. Next card is Rescue Cat, going from limited to forbidden. We all saw this coming. It's like a key card in a lot of decks, mainly X-Sabers. Now that Rescue Cat has been banned, X-Saber players will have to find a way to work around Rescue Cat. A few ways that I can think of off the top of my head. Since Rescue Cat's main goal was to tribute itself to get either 2 Arabellums or Arabellum and Dark Soul out, I'm thinking that X-Saber players will start using more searchers now, like Giant Rat, and of course the standard 2 Embers Blade. But for those of us who can't afford an Embers Blade, aka me, so yeah, we'd have to use Giant Rats to search out the Dark Souls, and might have to run maybe 3 Boggart Knights now, since special summoning is going to be more important now since Rescue Cat's gone. So now that Rescue Cat's gone, full show plays will slow down slightly. That's where the 3rd Boggart Knight comes in. But yeah, aside from that, I can't really think of any other major changes other than running different variants of the X-Saber deck. So yeah, Rescue Cat, the banning of Rescue Cat is a major letdown though for a lot of X-Saber players, but we all saw it coming. What we didn't see coming was the banning of Heavy Storm. Now this struck very surprising to me, I guess, because I mean Heavy Storm hasn't really proved to be that much of a problem. I mean, it wasn't really that much of a game changer per se. I mean, sure, it wipes out all spells and traps, but you have to take into account that it also wipes out your own spells and traps if you have any. But what's even more surprising is that, well, I'll discuss the other card later on. You guys probably know what it is already. The last card that was banned, or added to the ban list, or forbidden list I should say, is Brain Control. We all saw this one coming too. Very big game changer. Top deck of Brain Control, you pretty much win game. Yeah, it was annoying. But hey, now it's banned, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, on to the limited. Let's see. Added in Inferni Launcher. It's pretty obvious why that's there. It's pretty much the foundation of the Infernity OTK / soul of the deck itself. Now that it's been limited, Infernis will be slow, a bit slower than usual anyways. But smart Infernity players will find a way to work around that, the limiting of Launcher. Next, this one was pretty surprising, the limiting of Black Whirlwind to 1. I don't know if it's just because Konami of America is just copying the LCG list, but I don't think Blackwings have made that much progress in the TCG, so limiting Black Whirlwind is just going to make them suck even more. But Blackwings are still playable even at 1 with Black Whirlwind, so yeah, we'll see how that plays out. We all thought Monster Reborn would never see the light of day ever again, but apparently it's back for this format, this upcoming format anyways, limited to 1 again. Nothing too big, but it's a pretty good trade-off, I guess. Monster Reborn for Heavy Storm. So yeah. Next is Dark Hole. Very surprising in my opinion, because it's pretty much been on the forbidden section for ever. Now that it's off the forbidden section and it's limited to 1, it'll be very interesting to see how it plays in pretty much every deck out there. So Konami's thinking is probably okay, we'll take away your massive spell trap removal card and we'll give you a massive monster destruction card. Should be a pretty good trade-off, and a lot of us think yes and a lot of us think no, but time will tell how it plays out. And the last card on the limited list that has been added is Royal Oppression. I don't know if it's just me, but Royal Oppression's been taking a beating these past few formats, going from what, unlimited to semi, not to limited. Next thing I know, it's going to be banned, but we all know it's not going to happen. But limiting Royal Oppression will slow down stun decks. Slow down a lot of decks, actually. There are a lot of decks out there that run Oppression, or at least sided. So yeah, now one less Oppression to worry about. On to semi-limited. Chaos Sorcerer, back to 2. Not sure what this is signifying, but maybe the return of Chaos decks, Chaos variants, etc. Snipe Hunter, back to 2. This is kind of out of the wind, kinda. Like, it's not really that much of a change. I mean, it's got an okay effect, but no, it's back at 2, then whatever. We'll see how that plays out. Duloran, no arguing there. It's been on the OCG list since whatever, so it's only bound to be on the TCG list as well. MST at 2. That is pretty surprising, actually, because we've always been used to running MST at 1 for like who knows how long. But now that it is at 2, it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. And the last 2 cards on semi-limited are Ojama Trio and Magic Cylinder. Ojama Trio is like a meh card in my opinion. Might work well without a Scylla-Pisk deck that I did a video about before. And yeah, maybe it might be utilized in a deck variant of some sort. And Magic Cylinder, from limited to semi-limited, which is pretty cool because now you can have 2 Magic Cylinders. This might give rise to anti-burn and burn decks. So maybe Konami might want to make those decks rise to the top, or towards the top anyways. And cards that are no longer on the list. Goblin Zombie, back to 3. Not really that much of a threat because zombies are not as great as they used to be, because Mizuki's now at 1, so is Plague still. So yeah, I don't see zombies making that big of a change this format. Cyber Dragon at 3. Return of the Cyber decks, Cyber variants. Very interesting to see that. I'm actually going to upload a deck profile of my Cyber Dragon deck in a little bit. Black Rose Dragon, from limited to unlimited. So that gives us 3. What can I call it? 3 opportunities. There we go. 3 opportunities to nuke the field. And it's Freeborn Frog back at 3. Why? I mean, it was at 1, and it was at 2, and now it's at 3. Yeah, I don't understand what the point is, since you can only have 1 Freeborn Frog on the field anyways. So yeah, kind of pointless, but whatever. United We Stand at 3. Not really that much of a change. I mean, equip spells are like not even used that much anymore, but it could be useful. And finally, Triple Royal Decree. That's screaming trap lockdown right there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how certain decks will use 3 Royal Decrees if they do. I doubt they'll use 3, 2s tops pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much my opinions on the ban list. Overall, it's an okay / fair ban list. Substitute I don't really care for since I don't run frogs. Rescue Cat I'm pretty pissed off about, but evens the playing field, slows down a lot of decks. That's what the game's all about. Like if something gets banned or limited, just gotta find a way to work around it. I mean, if it's the same thing all the time, it would get boring. So whatever. Heavy Storm, definitely not happy about this one because it's just stupid. But it'll be cool to see how everything plays out. Brain Control, no comment. Deserves to be banned. I actually agree with it. Launcher could care less because I don't run Infernies. Whirlwind and Monster Reborn I'm happy about. Whirlwind is like meh, it's alright. 50-50 on me. Dark Hole, very interesting to see how that plays out. And Oppression, don't really care too much. Sorcerer, on the limited list I don't really care too much about these, except for MST and Magic Cylinder. And I'm happy about Cyber Dragon being back at 3. Pretty much. And that's pretty much it for the ban list overview from my perspective. So give me guys your opinions, thoughts in the comments below about this ban list. Do you guys think it's good, bad, no comment, whatever? Personally, I think it's a fair list, aside from Rescue Cat being banned. It'll be sad, but hopefully the cat comes back. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'll have a few more videos up later on, and yeah, remember to like the video, comment below, and subscribe at that yellow button, or actually it's the white button now on the top of this screen, or top of the video, above the title, next to my username, to the right of my username actually. So yeah, alright, that's pretty much it. So yeah, Carry Mod 56 out, later YouTube, peace.